I born and brought up in a Hindu family. My father is a well-known person about Hinduism, and I love Hinduism. I was loving Hinduism very much because from our forefather it has been doing the Hindu rites. So whatever my father was doing, and I was willingly, I was happily, I was going with my father and worshipping Hanuman and breaking the coconuts and bow down before the idol. And I was very much satisfied by doing this, all these rites. And I used to travel to visit other gods also. Like Pavagadh, there is a Kalkya Mata. And I was going to the Tirupati. There is a famous god from all over the world that people are coming and worshipping and offering lots of money. And I visited there. And I went to many other places to see many other gods also, so that I can have more peace in my life. And I was thinking that whatever I am doing, it is right, and the way that I am doing these things, it will lead me to the heaven. And before eating, I used to offer my food before I to the idol. Before I eat, I used to offer this food to the idol, so that I will get more food in my life, and my house will be filled with the grains and whatever we get from our field. And all my neighbors and my relatives, all they are Hindu, and they also encourage me a lot to come up to become a Bhagat and to become a Guru in the temple. In our village there is a big idol, 20 feet big statue of Hanuman. So from far distance people used to come and have Mela, and once in a year. And in that temple the people wanted me to become a Guru, Pujari, so that I can learn more the Bhagavad Gita and Upanishads and Vedas, and I read whole Gita, and I was preparing myself to teach the people, those who are coming and worshipping to that idol in our village. And when I was 1 year old, unfortunately by my mother, it burned, and I was a little boy around 1 year old, and I was my mother kept me in the corner in the cradle. So everybody forgot me, and my father and mother, they were so busy to bringing out all the clothes and grain and other things to protect them, and so that they may build another house and live peacefully. And they absolutely forgot me. And the one old lady, she realized that little baby is there inside in the house in the corner. So she ran in the fire and she protected me. And from the next day onward, my mother left me, and she never come back. So my father was alone, and he wanted me to educate it too. So in our village there is no buses available, no any vehicle available. So beside our village there is one good government hostel. So my father wanted to keep me there. He tried to get seat for me, but there was no seat for me to educate there because the numbers and the limited numbers were getting seat in that hostel. Then my father became very sad and came back. So he was thinking no way to educate my son. But one day, my another neighbor of that village, he visited to our village, and he told that this is a private hostel, and we will give them their accommodation and free food, and we will help them to educate the students. And my father became very happy, and he got very much excited, and okay, this is the place that I can keep my son there to educate. And my father joined me in that hostel, another hostel. So there I educated my from first class in 1981 onward to 1995, and from one standard to BA first standard I studied there. They helped me a lot to educate me there. They helped me in the education, as well as they taught a little bit about the Bible, because it is a Christian hostel, and that a little bit I understood. I was more emphasizing this Hinduism, because I was born in Hinduism, though they were teaching from the Bible. But I was just simply staying there and educating myself, the secular education. I never cared, though I was eating free food and getting free clothes and free teaching and everything. But I did not care about that things, and my mind was full of getting education of myself. And whenever I get holidays, and I used to go back to my home, and I used to do the same thing what previously I was doing. And one day, that warden of that hostel was sharing the life of Christ, and my neighbor, that person, was teaching me the life of Christ, that how he born and how he grown up, and how he was preaching and teaching, and for what purpose he came to this world. And that person was sharing, and that particular story really touched to my life, because in that, though I was very much emphasizing this one, just I was hearing just for namesake they were saying, so I used to listen because I was staying in that hostel. But that particular story really touched me, that only this is the person, the Jesus Christ, is the only way to heaven. No other way except Jesus Christ to go to the heaven. And I was a little bit confused about this Hinduism and about this. And now I was in a dilemma. What should I do in this situation? should I believe this one or this one? And I didn't know what to do, what to decide, and what to believe, what not to believe. And just if I go to my home in the holidays, I used to do that. What previously I was doing, and whenever I come to the hostel, I used to do the hostel rules and regulations, whatever they said. I used to do read the Bible and praying and all these things before before eating the food. I used to pray and all these things. And slowly they used to give us the portion of the Bible and to read and pray, and you will know about more the word of God. And just simply I was reading the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. And slowly I was reading little bit. I used to understand about the Word of God. And as I was reading more and more, I understood little bit more and more about the Bible. And then I really understood that this is also they are teaching that this way also leading to the heaven, and this one also is telling that Jesus Christ is the only way to the heaven. And these people used to tell me that this is not a religion and this is not a ritual that we have to do, so that you may go to heaven, or you cannot become a Christian, or you no need to become a Hindu and to come to the Christ, and you are no more to your tribal, or you are just become a Christian, so you no need to go to your home and no need to do whatever you are doing. They were telling. So I was little bit stubborn in my life that why people are telling this is the truth, then why they are not telling me to neglect that one and to accept this one. But they, instead of telling this one, they are telling this my warden, they are telling that this is, if you believe, you will go to heaven. Then I said, once I have decided in my life, on a particular day, that I believe that by doing this work, it didn't affected me very much when I hear from my warden this story, that he died for me and he showed me the way to the heaven. If I believe and I trusted that really this Jesus Christ will take me to the heaven, and without informing I have accepted Jesus Christ, because this is my personal decision that I want to go to heaven. So I have accepted Jesus Christ without informing to my parents, and later on my parents came to know that I have received Christ. And after receiving Christ, when I used to go to my home, in the beginning I was a little bit afraid to neglect those things. In the beginning, by fearing, out of my fear, by force I was doing. But as I grew up in the Word of God, I was reading more and praying. I became a little bit strong in my faith. And slowly I used to tell my parents, this is the thing that I have done, and this is the really teaching, and really I believe that this way will lead me to the heaven, not this way, because the comparison is this. Really this particular story of life of Jesus Christ, I believe that this is the way that Jesus will take me heaven if I die, because I have trusted in Jesus. So my parents completely opposed me, and they neglected me. They said, unless you live these things, then only we will allow you to our home. They used to 3 days they did not give me food. Wherever you want to go, you can go, but unless you say that I have neglected Jesus Christ, then you can come peacefully to our home. And I was very sad. What is this? What is happening in my life? Then, okay. Again, I had to take a decision that whatever happen in my life, God will take care of me. Though the word says Hebrew 13:8 that I will not leave you, not forsake you. That word was in my heart, and I believe that wherever, if my parents, my father and my relatives neglect me, but Jesus is there to take care of me. And I strongly believed, and slowly I used to, afterwards slowly I used to come often, and I used to not share. I stopped sharing about the life of Christ, just as a relative, as a child of my house. My father, I used to go and visit, and he was also a little bit calm afterward, and he stopped opposing me because I am only the son of my parent. So physically they loved me very much, but internally, spiritually we are very far, because I was doing this and my parents are doing this. And afterward, about my marriage, my parents wanted to have marriage with a Hindu girl, and I became a Christian. I accepted Jesus Christ. I wanted to marry with a Christian girl, because if two ox is not equal, then it's very difficult to plow the field. And in the same way, I thought in my life that if there is a not suitable partner in my life, then my marriage life will be waste. I cannot marry if I marry with this side, and my life will not be peaceful. Because I believe this way, so I wanted a Christian girl, and I asked my parents, if you agree to marry a Christian girl, then I can go forward. So my parents left on me that whatever you want to do, you can do. We don't oppose about your life, because once you, without informing us, you have made a decision to accept Jesus Christ, and you believe that this is true. So it is up to you that you can believe, and if you feel to marry with a Christian girl, you are free. So my parents also happily they accepted my choice, and they agree with me, and they also helped me in my marriage. They also came and shared in the Christian marriage, and now still my parents are doing the same thing, but slowly I am making them understand. I know I studied about the Bhagavad Gita and all, so I am comparing this Christianity and Hinduism, and I am slowly making them understand. And now my sister also is slowly getting understanding about the Christianity and Hinduism. And now my sister also is coming and asking me, you tell me about your life, so that they saw in my life that the many changes after accepting Jesus Christ, and now they are okay with the physical relationship, but still my parents are Hindu. So I am really concerned of my family, though they are Hindu, but I love them still, because Christ showed me a love in my life. So I want also to show that love to my parents, and I believe that they will also understand about Christ, and they will also come